can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete, got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet, independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B, look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Broncos and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in needing to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And if you're leading this organization, one of the things you're making sure everyone understands, this isn't about playing for draft picks. This is about playing for victories.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 19 carries, 69 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. He'll get this to about the 38. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air. And they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find his tight end, it's Adam Troutman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mims in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown. Jerry Judy. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Williams now on the return, taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn,
find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now, the scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Goff going to shift him around. Going back to Gibbs on first down. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
17.
Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Ross St. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions, in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. There's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, here's Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. On the return is Williams. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
On first down, it's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Finally, Monday Night Football, 2 of the most successful franchises of this new millennium. 8 Super Bowls between them, the Chiefs and Patriots from Foxborough. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Cameron Sutton, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their
under pressure, and they got to him again?
Aiden Hutchinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. James Mitchell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means how to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
You pointed out to me in half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Again, it's Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his other man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Cross pass finds Williams, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holiday. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On first down, Wilson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to divert some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. That's good for 28 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And Jameer Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:54 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Finding Sutton.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th. Now Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
To the sideline and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Brian Branch with it.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, He's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Goff going to throw it. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Goff. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game. Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw is Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On third down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On first and 10, it's Wilson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory. And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory. So for Detroit, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Denver, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep me blinded. Ain't let her forget, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me. Better talk nice. Fall in love with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Now they pray on my downfall, everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight loss, lady, what you crying about? Gotta put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boys can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, bag my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm on the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. Look. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride.
I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hitter, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock solid, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Us. Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far in this to starve in this, and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. 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 I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the light. No cat or no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Without me change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this ring. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me. For family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. A real lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going. And going, and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. No. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. introduction. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Became what they said I couldn't. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hoped I would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a